ibi tí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́dé vice chancellor wa wọ́n ti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n sì bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ owó iyebíye fún wa wọ́n rán wa létí pé inú ẹ̀sìn ni kí á fẹ́ràn ìlú wa wọ́n rán wa létí èyí o ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n á fi ọ̀rọ̀ kẹta lẹ̀ wọ́n fi pàrọ̀ wá sí wa gbogbo bí kíbi tí a bá wà tábà ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ kí a máa jẹ́ olùṣojú ọmọ Ìlọrin dáadáa mẹ́rin kò sí tí ó wà máa Ìlọrin ju ẹ̀sìn lọ ẹ̀sìn tó sì mọ̀mọ́ wá ẹ̀sìn Ìsìlámù ni ẹ̀sìn Ìsìlámù sì ní kò sí nǹkan míì tó kọ́ wa ju ìwà ọmọlúàbí lọ ká máa jẹ́ ní ìbájú wa jẹ́ ọmọlúàbí kò ní fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n rí àyè ẹ̀rọ látara ṣẹ́ tí òun bá ṣe kò sì ní máa wà pẹ̀lú nǹkan míì ju ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn lọ kí á tó máa sún síwájú mo kí University Liberia Dr. Kamadin ọmọ pupa ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ ṣáájú kí wọ́n tó dé àti rí quantity survey tó yìn kébà ní bàbá wọn ti wọlé padà ẹ̀dàkùn alága gbogbo àwọn tó kù tàbá torí tí ní ọ̀dẹ́ wọn wọlé ẹ bá fi àṣẹ wọn tó wọn wọlé padà àṣẹ ti ní kẹ́mi tó wọn wọlé padà. ok ìwọ́n náà bá jíṣẹ́ tàmáàdé ni ó mú tàmáàdé lọ bí ayé tí ó yẹ kó jòkó. gẹ́gẹ́ bí àti ó tó gbogbo àwọn èèyàn bàbàrà sórí pódíọ̀mù. ok. Dr. Kamadin ọmọ pupa àní ayé yín wà níbẹ̀ ayé wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n ní kẹ́ wá lọ́bẹ̀. Àfẹ́dé wọ́n ní kẹ́ kí wọ́n lẹ̀ náà bísímìlà. Now ìjọba kan ní ẹ̀yìn the next item on the agenda is opening speech by the chairman of the occasion. Ẹni tó wà sọ̀rọ̀ tó fi alága wa lónìí òbí ni kì í ṣe àìmọ̀ olóko ara wa ni bó fi jòkó òun ní ọ̀jẹ̀ lọ bí ìtàn díẹ̀díẹ̀. He was a former secretary of this great association. Ó dàbí ìdí wo aláàjì wa national president ti IESA. Ilé àwọn létí pé nínú àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti lu àìdè yìí tí wọ́n ti máa ń mú ibi ìlọ́wọ́ àkọ́kọ́ ẹni tọ́kọ́ mú lọ́wọ́ bàbá tẹ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́wọ́ àbí dáadáa ní bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ nílẹ̀ ní tìyẹ́ àti. ẹ̀wọ̀n tó wá sálága àwọn méjèèjì ẹ̀ tó ti ọ̀wé fáwọn méjèèjì àwọn ní rẹ́jísítà lónìí Nasir àfáànlá torí ó yẹ ká máa rán wa létí àwọn tó níwọ̀nyí àwọn tó bá wa mẹ́gbẹ́ tí ó nù àwọn tó bá mú lé dúró tó bá tó lé táwa fi bá a tàbí ní dáadáa ṣe èyí sọ̀tàn ṣáájú èyí tẹ̀síwájú wọn torí pé aṣojú ọba wa lọrin wọ́n ti wà lọ́kànkan báyìí wọ́n ti ń bọ̀ wá. Alánàmọ́ والله يعصمك من الناس لا تخاف دركا ولا تخشى ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. أيها الأخوة the Tanubu Alanama of the Ilorin Emirate, the royal father of the day. Aki Balógun Alánàmọ́ bàbá wa ni wọ́n jẹ́ èèyàn wa sì ni wọ́n ò fi wá lé nígbà kankan wọ́n láti máa di pé wọ́n ní ṣẹ́ẹ̀kì náà ní ìsìn ọ̀rọ̀ nípò àṣẹ Usman Abubakar Jos ẹ̀ka wọ̀. àwọn ọmọ 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 fẹ́ wá tẹ̀lé. èèyàn dáadáa náà wọlé níbi tá a bọ́rọ̀ dé bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn dáadáa. ìní wá gbà wá lásìkò tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn méjì tí mo ti dákọ̀ nínú alága tó ti lò lákàyà àti sẹ́kẹ́tì méjì ní ìdádó níbẹ̀ níbi wá gbé microphone fún Dr. Saheed Adeniyi Arẹ̀mọ láti àdúgbò tiwa. The MD Women River Basin Authority Ilorin. Auzubillahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Mo kí àwọn bàbá wa tó ṣe ìwọ́bí, àwọn bàbá wa tó wá represent ní mọ́tọ́bà tó ti jẹ́ balógun ọlọ́lọ́mọ́ ṣe والله يعصمك من الناس ما تخاف ضرك ولا تخشى ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. آمين. Mo kí àwọn bàbá wa former vice chancellor Better by Far University of Ilorin. Mo kí national president Ilorin Emirate the Central Progressive Union. Ẹ káàárọ̀ sà. Mo kí màmá wa ọjọ́ chairwoman here fún program yìí. Ọlọ́ìbù wa mà ọ̀nà ọ̀rọ̀ Mariam Yusuf Aládì. Mo kí àwọn Nàìjíríà ti pàṣù. Wọ́n tẹ̀lé kẹmọ́ rẹ̀ wá sí orí ìjòkóbì àti Nàìjíríà àti nínú Ìlọrin. Pẹ̀lú àṣẹ tó fún mi láwé wípé alága láti pè ní tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wá ọ̀nà àwọn bàbá wa àti former vice chancellor afẹ́kẹ́ máa bọ̀ wá sókè. Ọya. Alhamdulillah, ọ̀gbọ́n ọ̀gbọ́n ọgbàmù. Mo kí rẹ́jísà wa àtàwọn director àtàwọn principal officers university tó wà ní. Mo kí guest speaker wa Malam Nasir Abduquadri àti the second guest speaker Malam Yaya Shola Gegele. Ẹgbẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́ kí n lo àwọn tí mo pè yí kí n fi kí gbogbo wa all members of Ilorin Emirate Staff Association ti University of Ilorin lábẹ́ alága wa tí ò nígbàgbé tọ́dọ́gbò àṣà BBC Management Services Professor Ambali Mukira pẹ̀lú kíkí ọ̀rọ̀ pé assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Adúgbò náà pé program tàbí fẹ́ ṣe yìí Ramadan lecture 1445 tó ti dọ́gbé as 2024 níbi kàlẹ́ndà tí a péjú ṣe. Last year a péjú a ṣe something similar. Lọ́dún yìí lecture méjì la wà níbi Ramadan lecture yìí. A dẹ̀ tún wá ní health talk. Ìtòrí lecture yẹn ní èdè ìlú ni pé exploring local challenges and prospects for economic emancipation of Ilorin Emirate Indigenes. Ó dá mi lójú pé àwọn tá a tò lónìí Malam Nasir àti Malam Gegele wọ́n máa ṣe justice sí topic yìí. Tábàárí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ within the Emirates bákan náà ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. A ní a lot of challenges, ìpèníjà púpọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó yẹ káwé òkúta lè ṣe tàbí máa bọ́ nínú àwọn ìpèníjà ta nìyí. Èyí tó súnmọ́ wa gbègbè òun ni èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá lọ ó lè dájú lójú pé mọ́dà Nasir ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ sọ lórí kéde tó bá ti pẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe lẹ́tọ̀ yìí tí wọ́n ti àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù táwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì kan ti àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù ní Ìlọrin tó wá pé ọ̀dú àṣẹ fún àwọn èèyàn wa. mo wá wò ó pé ṣé pé àwọn kan lórí láyà láàrin ìwà tó jẹ́ pé àtàwọn lálejò àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń fẹ́ ṣé wọ́n ní irú nǹkan báyìí àbí ká bá tẹ̀ ní issue pẹ̀lú state government báwo ló ṣe yẹ ká ṣe. ó dẹ́nu lójú pé awo àwọn ibìkan ní ìlú Ìlọrin Adáka Táíwò àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àwọn nǹkan ti dominate ẹ̀. kí wọ́n ní challenges táwọn Ìlọrin ta ní káàkiri wà nínú forefront nínú kìíní yìí tó wọ́n lùwákọ̀ bí irú àwọn ibùdó ṣé kò sí àìlejò tí ó wà á lórí láyà tí ó wà sọ pé àwọn ó ti ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún ìjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìkọ́sọ̀ ọ̀gá ń tẹ́lẹ̀ sí ìjọba nǹkan táwọn ò dẹ̀jẹ́ ṣe nílùú wọn náà àgbà wọn láyè pẹ́pà wẹ́ adébíkadé yìí ṣùgbọ́n onídìíká ronúkáwá wo nǹkan tá a lè ṣe sí. tó mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ chairman àtàwọn kọ́mítì tó organize ìdílé pé tọ́pìkì yìí wà apt àwọn speaker wọn fi ọ̀dọ̀ balẹ̀ lẹ́yìn. ó fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn chairman wa tó ń dún fún ọjọ́ chairman IEDPU lẹ́nu ìgbà tí wọ́n dé ọ́fíìsì wọ́n ti gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ kan àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ tó ní future results wá fún àwọn akẹgbẹ́ ìlú tó wà ní University of Ilorin. inú mi dùn lóòrò láàrin director àárín librarian àárín registrar àárín deputy editor bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. ìgbọ́ ti yàtọ̀ kò dàbí ti tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́. ó wá kù pé ká wá múra wa lóṣùṣù ọ̀sùn kọ̀ọ̀kan. ká ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó fi mú ìlú wa béèlì ọba káwé wa àsọmọ ọ̀yá nǹkan mẹ́ta ló ṣe wọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀sìn ibi tá a ti ṣiṣẹ́ àti ibi tí wọ́n bí wa sí. káwé lẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí ká mú ọwọ́ káwé sí ọkọ̀ káwé tẹ̀síwájú àìmọye ibi tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo wa lè lọ tọ́wọ́ pé ká máa fara wa sókè pẹ̀lú ògbọ́ náà gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ á sì máa rí. mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ organizers pé wọ́n organize program yìí pé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó já wọ́n ní annual Ramadan lecture. Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A dúpẹ́ fún alága ìjókòó tòní níbi ọ̀rọ̀ sókè wọn tí wọ́n ti fún wa. Iṣẹ́ mẹ́ta nígbà tí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kí ẹmọ kalẹ̀ mẹ́rin ní kalẹ̀ bàbá ìkà mi pé ẹ ti pé ìdókòó yìí lọ́wọ́ ṣáájú gẹ́gẹ́ bí ara wa tẹ́ jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀kan náà wa tẹ́ jẹ́ àmọ́ dámi lójú pé ńgbà tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ látẹ̀rí láti lé nínú ìtẹ́ ti kalẹ̀ mọ́lẹ́mì yìí rí pé ẹ̀yìn ní wárú ìdókòó yìí kí n mọ́tò kú iṣẹ́ ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ ẹ sì fi mọ bá mi ní ṣe mítìrì kalẹ̀ báwọn ní padà bọ̀ wọ́dọ̀ wíṣà. gbogbo wa tí a fẹ́ balẹ̀ tí a gbọ́dọ̀ wọn ta kọ́ọ̀rọ̀ wọn lé náà kí wọ́n ṣàkóso wa náà lé àwọn èèyàn bí ìdíkọ̀ tó ń wọlé ìsàmì dáadáa o. Jazakumullahu anna kulla khair. Without wasting much of our time, we will be moving to the next item of the agenda, which is the first lecture, which will be presented by our honorable brother in the person of Malam Yahya Shola Gegele. Ọmọ àwọn àgbàlagbà, aráàlú Yahya Shola Gegele. Àwọn ọlọ́wọ́ kọ́kọ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ tí a bá wà nídòkú á ní àjọ oúnjẹ ara bẹ́ẹ̀ lájọ oúnjẹ ẹ̀mí ń gbálùkù wa ọlọ́run ti dè wá sẹ́kẹ́sẹkẹ̀ lásìkò tá a wà yìí kìí ṣe sẹ́kẹ́sẹkẹ̀ aburú àmọ́ ti di wá sínú kọ̀ǹdíṣà káàkiri tó ń jẹ ẹnu lọ́sàn-án gẹ́gẹ́ nínú àkókò tá a wà yìí àmọ́ báyìí ìgbà wá ká jẹ oúnjẹ títẹ̀mí ẹni tó fún wa lóúnjẹ ẹ̀mí náà àwọn retí wọn nígbà tá a fẹ́ retí àlẹ́tọ̀ọ́ mo kí alhaji wa Abdulrasheed Malam Abdulrasheed láti Maiduguri Ìlọrin ọlọ́run tó mọ́sà bára kí wọn the lecturer sir. صلوا على النبي الكريم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I would love to use my system here. No, I want to use the system. A kí bàbá wa àgbà fún ìjókòó yìí, Pọ́fẹ́sọ̀ Ṣùwàní Ọba Abdulrahim. Ayélujára fún wọlé pẹ̀lú dídìde pé ẹ máa ń wọlé Alan Rasalan Wamari Arabi. Ẹ̀yin nìkan láyọ̀ náà, ẹ̀yọ̀ ní àwa àrẹ̀kọ́. Àti bàbá wa Bẹ̀tánì Bàǹgẹ̀rì olórí ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ olórí olólùfẹ́ àṣàyàn ọmọ nínú àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́jẹ́ àgbà bàbá wa pọ́fẹ́sọ̀ ẹnìdájòkó ṣùgbọ́n ayébà ọba Bẹ̀tánì Bàǹgẹ̀rì Ìlọrin àti bàbá káàbọ̀ sí àárín wa ọlọ́kùnrin sàgáàrí wípé ọkùnrin pàdé. Oya bismillah, ẹwọ balẹ̀. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Balógun ọgbà, balógun alánàmọ́, salamu alaikum. Ẹjọ́ torí àsìkò mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí àìsàn pẹ̀lú salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I won't take much of the time. I just want us to be more practical. Lọ́yìn náà sọ ní èyíbó àti èdè wa èdè lọ́rìn ní kí mo fẹ́ fi ṣe ìtí wọ́n pè wá sí lọ́sàn-án yìí láti lè look inward where the world is and the potentials tí ó wà ní Ilorin Emirate and what we are actually doing wrong and what are the main prospects to what we should be doing now. So what is níbẹ̀rẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ fún àwọn mẹ́mbà Ilorin Emirate University chapter pẹ̀lú topic tí wọ́n mú fún Ramadan lecture yìí, which is not the usual way we have been doing it before. So wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa economic emancipation, bó la sì lè gbára wa, báwo la ṣe jẹ́ pé ìjọba nìkan la depend lé lórí, báwo gangan ni àwa gan sì lè ronú láyé ara wa, kí ni challenges tí ò jẹ́ kárí bí mọ́ ronú tẹ́lẹ̀, kí làwọn opportunities tí ó wà nísìn, báwo ni ó ń kálukú sí lè free ara rẹ̀ when we are talking about economic emancipation. So in a brief one, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré define in tí mo kọ ní by economic emancipation. What is economic emancipation? Economic emancipation refers to the process of state of freeing individual or group from economic oppression. 1. Dependency. 2. Inequality. 3.
It involves gaining financial independence, access to resources, and opportunity for economic self-determination, often through policy, education, empowerment, initiative, aims at reducing poverty and promoting entrepreneurship. Ní ìtìmọ̀ra sọ ilé ìbò yìí, mínì rẹ̀ ni pé báwo lè a ṣe lè gbára wa as individual nílé wa, as individual, as community láàrin ara wa ní Ìlọrin Emirate, kí la lè máa ṣe papọ̀. Kí ni àwọn challenges tá à ń face, kí làwọn opportunity, kí làwọn opportunities tó wà ní surrounding wa tá a máa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tá a wò pa lè máa ṣe. One of the projects tí èmi ṣe as an individual, ìgbà tí gómìnà yìí wọlé, gómìnà Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run, ẹni tó jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú yìí báyìí, wọ́n wà ní orí àìtẹ̀wé yìí báyìí. Àwọn ni Professor Abduquadri Ambali. Furniture ni mo wò pé okay, it's a new way tí èèyàn bá lówó tó gbọ́dọ̀ ronú pé òun ó ṣe, and I venture into it. He happens to advise me and said, stand here and look far, you can get to wherever you are going. That word made me realize that what have we not been doing that I can start doing? He was now the Vice Chancellor of University of Ilorin. Immediately he began to say, this man that told me this, what can I do to make him proud? I look around the university and I started with laboratory, which happens to be from vet department, Faculty of Vet Medicine. Immediately I did the first laboratory in vet medicine. He gave me the confidence that you can go far, and he's always supportive whenever I'm with him and bring out the idea. My furniture outlet in Ilorin was called the Shola. At the time, I funded Art Global, which became a national project. At a point in time, I realized I can do more better than the laboratory. What am I trying to do in the laboratory industry? We go to Lagos, a lọ ra material lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Èmi náà wá decide pé mo fẹ́ ní products tá gbogbo Nàìjíríà mọ̀ rà bíi hinges, bíi handle tí wọ́n ń tà ní tàmọ́dù. Èmi náà fẹ́ lọ mọ̀ ṣe wá. Mo wá travel kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, mo lọ Indonesia, wọ́n ń ṣe trade expo. Wọ́n á dé Indonesia, wọ́n á rí pé wọ́n package clove, wọ́n á di value mọ́. Wọ́n á fún mi ní pé we give you a franchise, go and sell it in your country. Kí ni mo wá lọ ṣe? Mo mówó mi dání pé àníṣe èmi náà fẹ́ jẹ́ pé mo ti make ẹ̀ ní laboratory. But in táwọn ọmọ mi ló mọ̀ jẹ́ tó kọ mi nípa rẹ̀ is handle tó jẹ́ Gegele tí wọ́n mọ̀ ní Ìbàdàn tí wọ́n mọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ₦2 ní màá jẹ lérè rẹ̀. That is my aim going to Indonesia. But at the point in time when I got there, I now realized I'm on lọ umrah. Tàbá dé umrah, á bá àwọn Indonesia yìí tó pọ̀ gan-an. Àgbàlagbà ni wọ́n, and they are very strong. Who's asking themselves, how are they doing it? Ṣèjọba lè rán wọn wá síbi tí wọ́n wá yìí. And I did a deep research. Mo realized pé is indigenous knowledge. It's what all of them are focusing on. And we got it wrong in Nigeria. How do we got it wrong? The tertiary institutions has a role of dictating most of the problems the society is facing today. And we need to put a research and development in our rural community to underscore all those potentials. Àwọn woman, àwọn ìyá yẹn ń kú, àwọn bàbá yẹn ń kú. They have these indigenous solutions. Indonesia is a country of 279 million, far bigger than Nigeria. They have 9% poverty rate. 9% poverty rate. It's a Muslim country. So Nigeria can copy Indonesia. Not to bore you with what I actually want to say, I'm very prepared. That's the day there's opportunity in what I'm trying to do this afternoon. Now, when I came back to Nigeria, I brought some small things. More the money. I to more owó Nigeria lọ fún wọn ní Indonesia. You know our products. You are clear. You know how to mata fún yín. Kí ni mò ń ṣe yẹn? I'm removing the people living in rural Indonesia from poverty, because what the government deliberately did in Indonesia was mandatorily from your 200 level. There's a database of all the rural community they have in Indonesia: West Java, Bali, Jakarta, Surabaya, Tangerang. They have it. Wọ́n identify kí ni wọ́n ní as resources. They now push the students from your 200 level. Ìyá yìí ṣe kóńtà rẹ̀ wọ́n ń wá lọ́wọ́ tàbá lo kóńtà rẹ̀. The students will now understudy it and say, okay, èmi lè ṣe tí ó jẹ́ pé kóńtà òun á mix gàbá ìmọ̀. That is research. At 400 level, they will showcase the product with the woman. The government, the Bank of Industry, our development bank, they will now come and look. They will now give them money. When they give them money, what that one transfer is, ìyá àwọn ti kọ́ wọn, àwọn ti upscale lé lórí. Traders òun làwọn wá ń lọ, àwọn ọmọ yóò máa fáwọn ní card. Can I snap with you? I want to give you my franchise into develop that rural community. Nítorí tèmi bá tí wọ́n ń send owó mi sí, òun kó lọ sí rural community wọn. They are now doing urban rural migrations because they saw that opportunity. And that is why you see that by 2027, the Indonesian ambassador told me, we will outsmart Australia. We will outsmart them. They are doing a lot of things. They are very resilient. When you go and you ask, they give you. But they will not come. But they use more of Quran in whatever they are actually doing. This is just the background of there is hope. If we can copy Indonesia, if we can look inward. So, not to waste much time, I want to go into practical of what are the things we can start doing that doesn't require much money, that we just need to start doing in our own way. First project, tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká look into, that is a global project, and it's about waste management. Waste management is going to be the gold of the next generations coming. Waste management. What did I mean by waste management? We realize that there is effect of climate change. It's as a result of greenhouse emission. Interurban waste, táwọn kan rí as opportunity. How do we sanitize ourselves to realize that there's nothing called waste? Absolutely. The world, before we human being came into existence, the world has been living in kingdom of nature, which is web of life. In tó bá jẹ́ waste fele, ó wúlò fele. In tó bá jẹ́ waste fele, ó wúlò fele. So we need more of collaborations among ourselves. We cannot do it as an individual. So having said this, we have to realize that when you waste, ọ̀gá kan débi oní waste, kí ni jẹ́ waste? Ara waste alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká wò ni pé ẹ wo amẹ́ni sawmill ta ní Ìlọrin. Wọ́n ń ṣe pákó níbẹ̀, wọ́n wá ń ṣe sawdust. Ẹ wo ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀nà Nasir amílẹ̀gbẹ̀, wọ́n ń ṣe rice mill níbẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń ṣe èpo rice yẹn tẹ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ní alẹ́ fi fún ẹran wa kó jẹ, èmi wá ní no, can we think inward? President Tinubu wá dá Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy kalẹ̀. The world is now asking that what is blue economy? We understand marine. Marine is about water. So the word blue economy, we want to understand it. It's just a scam. The world is now moving. Everybody globally, even in the climate change area, they are now talking about blue economy, blue economy, blue economy. To God so kind, we are able to identify the founder of blue economy in the whole world. And looked to Mr. President and said, we want to, I happens to be a co-founder of a company called Premium Blue Economy Innovation and Investment. By the way, ìgbà tí mo dé Indonesia, I become a serial entrepreneur. I don't focus just on only one opportunity. I venture into different opportunities. So now, not to divert, mo wá ní waste waste sawdust àti epo ráìsì àwa mú papọ̀ a ṣe nígbà tá a ṣe àwa wálé alámọ̀ tí èèyàn lò mọ́ lẹ́yìn family house wa àwa kan chef sí bàtà kan chef sí àwa dìpa àrọ sínú nylon transfer nylon bread yẹn àwa tò sórí chef káàkiri àwa dé pa bàtà dé pa fún bí ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta òru wa mú nígbà tó rú mu àwa ṣí bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ́dẹ̀dẹ́ àṣì cotton àṣì lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ dẹ́dẹ̀dẹ́ síbẹ̀ àwa fi èso pọ́ǹchì ẹ̀ ìgbà tó bá jọ́ kejì àwa ń ká mushroom tí wọ́n ń pè ní olú àwa ń ká ní ibi bẹ̀. It's a waste which is sawdust epo rice tákàn dànù àwa kókó a sì mú nylon a sì dọ́ sínú ilé àwa ń jà. I'm doing it in Abuja. I live in Abuja. 1 kg of olu is sold for 3,500 naira. 1 kg. I have it in my car. Mamuwa, listen. I decided, okay, ibo ni market wa. We now realize every white people that come into this country, when they go into our supermarket or mall, one of the first 3 things they want to buy is mushroom. These are things our great-grandparents eat that give them longevity in life. Are we doing it today? No, we borrow the medicinal one from over there and they are now consuming it, which is affecting us, and we have it at the back end of our house. Now, olu tá a bá wá ń ṣe olú ìjọ ń pè blue economy ni mò ń lọ. Blue economy olú yìí wá jẹ́ pé tó bá ní 1 + 1 wọ́n kọ́ wa wọ́n ní 2. Blue economy 1 + 1 wá jẹ́ 6. Ẹ wá tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé 1 + 1 máa jẹ́ 6. A mú waste, àwa mú mushroom lára rẹ̀. Bàtà mú mushroom látara dust, which is organic. Bàtà wa ń jẹ mushroom is a superfood. It boosts our immune system. We realized during the COVID-19, a large number of people are looking for what to consume, not to affect them. People that have mushroom at home will not bother about COVID-19. That's one. These are what some of them are eating that boosts their immune system. Secondly, tí olú ò bá wá wù mọ́ nínú ilé yín, ẹ wá kó jọ ní waste yẹn, ó wá jẹ́ feed for chicken. Feed for chicken. Now Nigeria is now complaining. Happy poultry kalẹ̀, happy poultry kalẹ̀, happy poultry kalẹ̀. Feed wọn soya beans, wọn soya kìíní kan wọn. Nobody is now looking inward and say we have the solution. We don't need to go into and say, man, this is killing us. We can do it locally here. Now you see with pig, not 1 + 1 is 2 again. Now kí ni solution tí adìẹ bá ń jẹ waste kìíní? It makes the head bigger. Wọ́n wá sọ fún yín wọ́n ní because it have a lot of amino acid and fiber. That's it. And it's tájẹ̀ ẹ bá jáde ẹ̀yìn yóò wá tóbi. Wọ́n wá ní ọ̀dọ̀ ilé ìdíkẹ́ ti lọ́ra ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ máa ń tóbi. That's when you are using what you have locally to create economic prosperity in Ilorin Emirate. Kí ni mo sọ yìí? A ní sawdust, a ní kìíní, a ní ilé alámọ̀ táwọn èèyàn gbé ní family house wa. We don't look at it as an opportunity. We look at it as it's just there. So blue economy is telling us, you don't borrow anything. You can do everything locally here. we use the mushroom to make spices. Talimata. I sell it. It's 3,500 as well. Spices here, ma fi hàn yín. À ń ṣe ní dry form rẹ̀. À ń ṣe ní fresh rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ máa jẹ on a daily basis. So on daily basis, it depends how scale you want to go into. This is using what you have locally to create economic prosperity. That's one product that we can look into. Second product, steal from waste. The last climate change, which is COP28 in Dubai, everybody is now concerning about the rate the temperature is going up from 1.5 to 1.8, and we are concerned. And part of what we are putting on is, can we reduce the waste? Different innovation are now coming out. People now realize that organic waste, imagine pé gbogbo ọjà tá a ní, àwa ní tomato tí wọ́n ń gbé bọ̀ láti Kaduna, díẹ̀ rà, àwa dànù. Watermelon tá a bẹ epo rẹ̀, àwa dànù. Gbogbo tó wá ń jẹ́ organic even nínú ilé wa, àwa ń dànù síbì kan. And I talk about the kingdom of nature, how a waste of one is become the usefulness for another one. Now, ẹ̀wọ̀n tí kìíní yìí ṣe, I realize pé there's an insect called black soldier flies. Black soldier flies has been proved to have more protein than soya beans. Ants, ẹ wá wo ecosystem àwọn kìíní ìsìn leaf. Tẹ́ bá rí ibi tí nǹkan rà sí, ẹ wá ra wọn àǹtí dúdú yìí wọ́n wá bá síbẹ̀. Kí lẹ mọ̀ tí wọ́n wá maggot. Wọ́n wá maggot. Níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá tí wọ́n bà lé maggot yẹn, wọ́n bite maggot yẹn, wọ́n wá yé sórí maggot yẹn. Maggot yóò máa wú, yóò máa wú. Tẹ́ bá wá tú adìẹ kalẹ̀, adìẹ ò ní wá nǹkan mi yóò máa ṣá maggot yẹn jẹ. It's now become a feed for the fish, for the chicken. Now, Kwara State, Ilorin happens to be the #1 in terms of catfish productions. What are we looking into? Are we looking into alternative field? We have Olam that give us exorbitant price on this thing. Can we use the waste in our market to create maggots? That maggots, let me surprise you. I'm sure you know about Cerelac. They dry maggots, turn it into powder, and they add it into the feed for them, and they give to our kids. Indonesia is doing it in large volume. A lot of all these people that have population, China are doing it. They use what we have locally to create economic prosperity for themselves. That's two. Thirdly, look at the number of slaughterhouses we have. Bidonzen Pamalu. They don't throw it away in developed country any longer. They process it with these black soldier flies, and every three days they have big maggots. They just pack it. When they pack it, they dry it, they package it. I went on channels and it surprised them when I was talking and said, dry maggots, when you want to export it out, 1 ton, they asked me to bring it at $3,500. Google it. You can fact check it and Google it right away as I'm talking to you. Maggots, dry one, 1 ton, 1,000 kg, $3,500. You can Google it. They use it over there, and we have it abundant here. So do you call anything waste? No. That's 3. I happened to start doing a program when I was talking about the governor the other time. Go to the pay. I look at myself, I said, for me to be here, I need to give back to Ilorin. I now donated a modern laboratory to government high school Adeta. Exactly what they have in University of Ilorin. Exactly the lab they have in University of Ilorin. The governor now sent the commissioner for education to go and look into it and look at it. When they look at it, they saw it, they say, oh, Oga, iṣẹ́ tó ti lọ ṣe. Oh, and okay, I also see go local government. I never bothered. But because I want to do a CSR for my own, and I know where I'm going to get the something. I did it, and after 2 months, The principal called me and said, we need the agents. You do a befitting lab for us. We don't. I said, oh, that means I've not solved the problem. That means my lab is not sustainable. What do we need to do? And I'm looking to a friend that we went to primary school. I said, can you go to IIT in Ibadan? IIT in Ibadan. Can you ask them what will I use as empowerment for primary school and secondary school children that can do urban farming in their school? The man said there's what they call OSFP, orange sweet fresh potato. It's a vine. Igi bí wọ́n sì ń gbin cassava ní wọ́n máa ń kó wá. What we now did was, I wrote to the commissioner for education. I said, can you give us 20 schools in Kwara State? He said, jábẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Ilorin. Ó wá fún wa 20 schools. I quickly picked the school. I said, Ementese, ẹni káwọn ọmọ yín mú sáàkì sìmẹ́ǹtì Dangote kí wọ́n bá lè kó 500 wá láti ilé. Àwa ilẹ̀dú ẹ mú ìgbẹ́ cow dung, ìgbẹ́ mọ̀lú, àwa po ilẹ̀dú àti cow dung pọ̀, àwa gbé fún wọn kí wọ́n rí. The video is here. I wish this thing is working so that I can show what we are doing actually. Àwa gbé fún wọn ní 20 school ní Kwara ń bí báyìí ní Ìlọrin. Wọ́n wá rí, àwa ní láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù ẹ máa bu omi sí àpò yìí. Wọ́n wá gbin 500. I talked to two of my friends. I said, I can only do 2. Let's do this 20 school. Ẹlòmíì fún mi 50,000. Wọ́n á gbé fún wa. I'm in Abuja, I'm coordinating it from here. After 3 months, wọ́n wá harvest ànàmọ́, but more sweeter, more richer in terms of medicinal and nutritional value than the ànàmọ́ tó wà lọ́fàjù. That's the OSFP. Each ànàmọ́ package sir, I want am 400 naira. I want ṣe 500 bag per school. Nínú 20 yẹn, we don't need every 20 to successful. What we need is just only 3 to 4. Okweri, àwọn teacher àwọn wa kójọ wọn ní àwa lára àsanwó fún ọ. Àwọn owó tẹ́ bá pa yẹn, they need something in the school. This is from nothing to have something. Now, when they now have this thing, imagine 400 naira times 500. That's 200,000 in 3 months. From a normal primary school, they just brought the sack. We give them this. 500 of that vine, sir, is sold for 9,000 naira. 500 of that vine. Our organic fertilizer for one. Now, the blue economy is now saying the waste of this is waste for this. Maggot ti ń sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, tẹ́ bá kó maggot yẹn tán, ẹ rí bí dust tó kù lábẹ́rẹ̀, ní kíní market waste yẹn, òun tún wà, ó tún jẹ́ manure táwọn ọmọ yẹn lè máa lò at second year tẹ́ bá ti harvest nǹkan, ẹ kàn wọ àwọn ọmọ school tó ń bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ kíní yẹn ni, you gave it to them. Ilorin will now become an organic environment where we do these things from what we have locally. We've created a new business model for the up generation coming in. Now, waste owó taba pambe yẹn, 2 things lára ni mo wá decide sir. Mo ní if you are doing Kwara State, if you are doing Ilorin, àwọn school kan sọ fún yín pé ní omi tá fi ṣe ẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ lójò. Oṣù mẹ́ta tójò bá rọ̀, harvest. Owó taba pa níbẹ̀ 80,000, 100,000 á pè mọ́lá bá a gbẹ́ kànga nílé wa. That's the first one. At second harvest, ẹ ti lómi tá à ń bù tẹ́ bá ti dé àti ń dà sí ṣe àdìpé infrastructure ti dé without depending on the government. That is economic emancipation. Àti gbàrà wa àdóde ìjọba. Now as the students are now doing it, we learned this thing from China. The founder of the blue economy, when he came to Nigeria, he now challenged me. He said, what you are doing is very lovely, but can we change the narrative? I said, I'm listening to you, Prof. He said, what I want you to do and what I'm doing around the world is, my generation and your generation has failed, but our children are asking questions. They are asking us, how do we get it wrong? Am I going to still live in abject poverty the way the world is going like this? They are now asking that, can we reimagine the educational system in Nigeria by introducing not just only the syllabus, the theory, but the practical aspect into our curriculum, into whatever we're actually doing. The entrepreneur should be able to look at the reality and look at more of nothing is a fantasy. Everything you think is a fantasy is happening somewhere else. Unless we don't realize, we can go far. So, to end almost of all this my talk, sir, the most important thing for us right now is we need the University of Ilorin, both the academicians, to engage with us and said, where are the opportunity, where are the data we can gather, what are the things we see as a waste. Even the waste is not just about what we see physically. Engage us. Let's design projects from zero to abundance. Don't let us think in a linear economy. Let us think in a non-linear economy. That's what blue economy is actually talking about. So for me to end this, I think we need to talk about the problems. What is our problems in Ilorin? How do we get to where we are? I put on something down, but I think I can just say it offhand because of the time. Number one, we don't have a communal living any longer in Ilorin. It affects us. And there's what we are trying to put in. I don't know, maybe the DBC you want me to say it, but you will definitely say it on its own. We have something called system thinking, system dynamic. It's very deep. That is what the white people are using to chance us, and some of us have been there. So we've challenged them that we can do better. We even have the resources better here than them. They come into our community here, they exploit us here. By then applying system thinking, for us not seeing what we have as abundant here. So what we are actually trying to do right now is, how do we apply system thinking? System thinking, it's about, imagine ká wò pé kí ni tí mo sọ nísìnyí OSFP àwa nílé ìwé 200. That's the first project that we can quickly say, okay, kí la mú kó bí topic òní. A nílé ìwé 200. Àwa dá 30,000 naira for ilé ìwé kọ̀ọ̀kan times 200. I think that should be 6 million naira. If that's 6 million naira, we can tax our senators, tax them. We want to start with 200 schools. What do we need to do? When we start with 200 schools, àpòlá ní káwọn máa ń wá láti ilé lásán. Tọ́ bá má pò wá láti ilé tá a gbé kínní yìí. Imagine pé àwa ta school kọ̀ọ̀kan in 3 months, they are making 200,000. The first school tí ò lómi àdìsí omi 80,000, 120 yòókù. Bọ́jà ẹ̀fẹ́ sanwó fún teacher tó ṣe dáadáa ní ẹlẹ́bùn ní iye kan, rewarding system for us to look into that. Tẹ̀bá dẹ̀ wọ́n pé chalk ìlà ní kíní kan là ní, you are doing it at the first one. Ẹ wá imagine ẹ mọ̀ wo calculation yìí o, 200,000 profit for 3 months times 2,000 times 200 school. That give us 4 million. That give us èló nìyẹn sà? 200,000 times 200 school in 3 months. 4 million. 40 million. Imagine our system to class anything. 40 million lóṣù mẹ́ta. Ilé ìwé 200. Tí wọ́n gbé àpò sáàkì àdè harvested. Ẹ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ta ni ó rà? 2,000 lára báskẹ́ẹ̀tì kékeré sweet potato odò ànàmọ́ l'Àbújá. Àwọn amẹ́ta fún mi ní 1,000 naira ní bíbá ẹ wá ní ìdí ibẹ̀ mọ́. So you even make that, I just put 400 naira as per kg. Àwa ṣe ẹ wá imagine àwa ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin lọ́dún 40 million times 4, 160 million in 1 year from school that we are not seeing anything. We can do it with 6 million. With 6 million, we can do it. We are doing it already. I have the approval here. If you want 120 school, and we are doing it. GSS Ilorin say successfully. Sheikh Abduquadri say successfully. Okwere say successfully. School tí mo ṣe kíní fún wọ́n ní àwọn ọmọ wo máa lè rómi máa ṣe kíní báyìí. I say okay, if that is it, we need to engage the state government to go into this kind of program and let the school be self-sufficient for themselves. Now, what we are actually trying to do, my company with Chinese government, is Chinese have realized how they use nature and technology to work together, and they are going far. What the man told me is, point mẹ́ta mo ní ra pàrọ̀ àkọ́kọ́ ni mo sọ ń pa community disconnect ta ní lára ara wa, which òun ló fà tẹ́fì rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ pé ó yẹ ká take care àwọn ọmọ ń kọ́ ọmọ ta ní ọ̀ ibo lójú wa ó lọ́lẹ̀wé ni, but you see you just walk behind the kids, we never ask question. Náà àwọn ọmọ yẹn ló dìde kùdì lónìí torí pé greed tèmi nìkan láṣẹ, and what is affecting us today. I was talking to one of my brother and he told me, he said bricklayer ní Ìlọrin yìí ó ní ilé ṣiṣẹ́ ní òkè súná àwọn ọmọ ayé ló pọ̀ ń bẹ bricklayer. That is how we turn ourselves to, and I look at that, I say this to what they say, only no, they are doing it, ó lóun ò lè lọ bẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ court ló wà níbẹ̀. Thirdly, it's because you don't engage them. Thirdly, naira bets, quick win is naira bets. Tí Quran lòdì sí táwọn òwe kí ló ń jẹ́, but can we blame them? We can't blame them. It's the society, it's the environment that pulls them into that. We don't engage them. We need to tax our tertiary institutions to engage us so that we can build more entrepreneurs that never thought they can become something. I studied public administration in University of Maiduguri with adult education. Mommy will call me in school, but somebody. I can stand here now. I don't use what I learned in school. It's just a way to move up and get to whatever you want to get to. That's thirdly. The last one that I think is very, very important. Please, it's very, very, very important. And it pains me when I'm saying this thing to people. Indigenous knowledge. Bàbá tó wà tí ó ti darúgbó nínú ilé yẹn, ó mọ ògùn diabetes, but I engage here. How are we trying to ask people in our nínú agboolé wa pé àfáà ní bí wọ́n sì máa ń lo kíní jò ní? Ẹ jẹ́ gbé student yẹn ká wò pé please can you sit with àfáà? Document it. Let's take it among ourselves. We have the Ilorin Innovation Hub. That is what we are supposed to be doing in the Ilorin Innovation Hub. Local knowledge that we have from the rural people. Engage with them. Don't look at what to learn in school. I went to University of Maiduguri. I did my first masters in University of Ilorin. That ló jẹ́ kí n ṣe. But I'm not using it today. I could even tell you as a fact. Let me say this, sir. Sorry, I'm taking your time, but I think it's a reality that we need to face. Ìgbà tí mo ṣe masters mi, NHIS ni topic mi. Wọ́n á wo internet mo kàn dákọ̀ mo ti submit mo ti graduate. Táà mo defend lọ́dọ̀ Professor Fataya rẹ̀ mo ti graduate NHIS. Mo wá dé Indonesia, mo wá ń jáde nínú hotel mi. Bọ́ọ̀ yẹn wá pàdé mi ó ní Africa, mo ní yes, ó ní where, mo ní Nigeria, ó ní Nigeria, Gegele Okocha, mo ní yes, Gegele Okocha. Àwa decide àwọn jẹun. Ó wá ní what do you do? Mo ní I came to do inches here. I want to start selling inches. I know Indonesia has the correct inches more than China. That's why I'm here. He said I'm into informal health insurance. Informal health insurance. And I say informal health insurance. Ṣé mo mílíọ̀nù mo sáré rántí pé mo dá project mi kọ ní masters mi ni. I can't engage him. He now said it to me. He said, I have 5.8 million. Prof, 5.8 million artisans that are paying $1 to me for health insurance. People that government are not capturing out of 279 million. He has 5.5 million paying $1 to him. Ẹmọ tí mo ṣe ní sàgbà tí mo dé Nàìjíríà láti airport, mo gbà pé ọmọ ìmọ̀mọ̀lé ni tó wà ní NHIS l'Abuja. Mo ní ń bọ̀ wá. Ọmọ arọ́dọ̀ mo ní gbogbo tí mo gbà nílọ́lẹ́jọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ yẹn. Wọ́n ní I want to start the informal health insurance in Nigeria. Ẹ̀wọ̀n tó yẹ kí n ṣe ní research mi kí n fi máa solve the problem. Modako, that is where we find large number of us. Large number of us. The project we did in school is meant to lead people out of poverty. But we are just copy and paste nation. Imagine Nigeria 90% of what we are consuming, we are bringing it. And we can look inward and start doing it. That is why they have the Ministry of Blue Economy. We are engaging them now. We are engaging the Honorable Minister and said, sir, the founder of Blue Economy has come in. They are designing a new roadmap. What is the blue economy? How does it relate to the ocean? Gbogbo ìdọ̀tí tó wà ní community wa òun ni àgbàrá ń gbé tí ń sàn lọ sí odò. Tó bá wá dé odò, 70% of the world is covered with water. Now, aquatic plants tó dáa fún wa láti lè lò, like seaweed, like mangrove. Gbogbo àwọn kìíní yìí wọ́n ń kú, ẹ wo oil spillage tí wọ́n ń ṣe, kí ló lè correct it? These are the things. Àmọ́ gbogbo kìíní ń lọ sódò, àwọn ẹja tó yẹ ká máa jẹ, wọ́n wá ń sá, wọ́n ti kú tán. Ẹ má jẹ́ ń parọ́ tàn yìí. Ẹja tá à ń jẹ, plastic là ń jẹ. Ẹja tá à ń jẹ, everybody here, we are consuming plastic. Nanoplastics is in our body. Mushroom ló lè jẹ́ ká pẹ́ láyé. Olú ló lè jẹ́ ká pẹ́ láyé. Us by 2030, we will not be talking about climate change again. We will be talking about our health challenges because of what we are consuming today. It's plastics that cause cancer. It's plastics that cause this diabetes outside from us. Can we look inward and say, okay, let's prepare ourselves? Okay, thank you so much. I will round up now. So, what I wanted to say to finalize this thing is, I've said a lot, we can engage, but the final thing is, please, our professors, here is where I want to end my thing. All our professors, you have to write a fables. Fables. What did I mean by fables? Even daddy will write. I will bring daddy home myself. That is a vet professor. A fi maggot treat wound the ajá, a fi treat èèyàn. Abisa, symbiotics of that. They are doing it. We will write a story. Táwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ó fi rí pé àṣé maggot yìí ó wà ní ta lè fi treat nǹkan. A wá ṣe as a story fọmọ kékeré that have to do with the science, the profit making of the economics aspect about it, for the kids to be interested in reading the fables. That is what China and other people are doing. All our professors, we must challenge you in your field. Write a story on innovation for our children in Ilorin to be inspired, to be more challenged, and said, it's not just about reading this book and this thing, and we'll translate it in Yoruba. Look at Indonesia. Look at China. They teach in their mother languages. Finally, I will still say this. Sorry. I have a banana farm in Abuja. Mo á gba àwọn ọmọ kéèké síbẹ̀. Tí wọ́n bá wá tu, tí wọ́n bá wá wo kí ló ń jẹ́. Mo á pè ọmọ SS2 pé what is a pronoun? Tí wọ́n á hàn orí. What is a pronoun? SS2. Ọmọ Hausa. Ìgbà tí mo wá sí ọmọ wá ní what is a living thing? Living thing. Mo á pè nìkan mo ní ẹ má bù. Mo á ní sọ́ọ́sì Hausa. What is a living thing? Wallahi tallahi fún bí láì lẹ́sílá ìlàwà. Ó ka living thing 25. Wà ló wọ́n mọ̀ ká lọ. So that means we should include our local language in the educational system. Thank you so much.
Adúpẹ́ fún olùbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa. Wọ́n jáwé ìgbàlá tó pọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ọjà. Àti ìwọ̀dún ẹ̀wọ̀n. Lọ́jà ààrẹ ti wà nù ẹnikẹ́ni kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ owó kẹsàn-án lè mú lágbójú sí.
Àti ẹ̀fẹ́ máa gbówó lọ.
Ọ̀rọ̀ bá jọ ní ẹ̀rọ kékeré lákẹ́lákẹ́ gbogbo ìrọ̀ ilé ìkọ́. Gbogbo wa láwọn ló ẹ̀wọ̀n ọ̀rọ̀ tó dáa. Adúpẹ́lẹ̀ ti fún olùbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa.
Ọlọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀ Shola Gegele.
Nítorí pé ó lè mọ̀ pé tàbá ti wá yẹn, àlejò àsìlásà. Bàbá sọ pé bàbá ìlà dúró, bàbá náà láfẹ̀ẹ́ dúró bá ti ẹ̀yẹ díẹ̀. ló já fi táìmù sí prógrámù wa yìí á sì fẹ́ ká mọ bá a lọ náà bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n lé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ní gbé mi ló ti mo fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ bí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn tó ti wà bí ìka àwọn promosi wa bí ẹ̀sà làbí àbí ẹ̀sà làbí wọ́n ti wá bí rẹ́gísítà wa kéèké
Bàbá Màdé.
Ètò yẹ kí tí ìgbìdọ́dọ̀ Bàbá Màdé pé ọpẹ́ kan ní fún àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ wa nígbà wọn kó wa àsìkò ilé wọn jẹ́ ó tó wá sí ilé ìrìnàjò àti àtúntì wọn ránṣẹ́ sí ìta. Ìta sì ni ká fi
Lillahi Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Àmín.
Kí Pòfẹ́sọ̀ Àjàó Razak Àjọ̀gbọ́lá Àjàó nígbà tí Pòfẹ́sọ̀ Abdulsalam Ahmad ṣe ìjà àwọn ní sẹ́kẹ́kì àmà pàtàkì ẹ̀jẹ̀ pàtàkì rẹ̀. Ẹni tó dáwà kan fún wa ní wọn bọ̀ wá.
Interlude.
Àbí wọn sí ní tòsí.
Sẹ́ríkín Wákà. We welcome our ministers. We welcome our ministers, the representative of distinguished Senator Malam Saliu Mustafa. Ẹni tí ó represent Senator wa Malam Saliu Mustafa ni aṣáájú mi Fadilatu Sheikh al-Ustaz Lukman Mukhtar Ìsàlẹ̀ Kòtò. Ma'ali Sheikh al-Fadil. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ àkántàtì wọn fún wa lónìí. Ọlọ́run kí ó mọ́ sàbá wa dúpẹ́ fún wọn. Nígbàtí a fi ń lọ ìgbàtí a fi ń lọ síbi interlude kágbọ́ wákà tí ó mara wa tútù ṣókí látọ̀dọ̀ ọba wákà Sẹ́ríkín Wákà.
Dr. Sábì Lọ́wọ́ láti Kwásù, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Dr. Abduquadri Àdìósọ́lì Alápárá tí ìgbà ìgbàgẹ́gẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ pé ọmọ acting protocol ní College of Education of Akin Ìjọba.
Please, you have 10 minutes. 10 minutes, please.
Ọba ló wá tàdá òmòtúndé. Ọba ló wá ti dá ní ìtàlá orí. Àfíjú oníwàkàtà àwọn ayé fẹ́gbọ́n.
Lákàlà Hamudu, wọ́n na àmáwù, wọ́n fọ́dúlù rọ̀bàná, aláṣẹ́yàn àlà ní kàmọ́jídá wà ámújádùn tí wá tọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀rí pọ́lọ̀n tọ́pẹ́ yẹn náà ládúpẹ́ fún. Ọlọ́run tọ́pẹ́ yẹn náà ládúpẹ́ fún. Àbẹ̀rí pọ́lọ̀n tọ́pẹ́ yẹn náà ládúpẹ́ fún. Wòye ọdún tó lọ, a ní kọ́lọ́n tún jẹ́ àpàdé pọ̀. Adá ní Wákà, a ní kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé pọ̀. Kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé, àlọ́lọ́un kọ́ máa fẹ́ èyí so ìyá kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé. Àlọ́lọ́un kọ́ máa fẹ́ èyí so ìyá kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé. Má fi ìpàdé wá sí kòtò, kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé pọ̀. Má fi ìpàdé wá sí kòtò, kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé. Kó má fi ìpàdé wá sókè òyìn, kó tún jẹ́ àpàdé pọ̀. Má fi ìpàdé wá sókè òyìn. Kó má fi ìpàdé wá sọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n kó tún jẹ́ pàdé pọ̀. Má fi pàdé wá sọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n kó tún ẹ̀rí Ọlọ́run wá gbàdúrà yẹn àtúnjọ pàdé pọ̀. Ẹ̀rí Ọlọ́run tọ́pẹ́ yẹn náà ládúpẹ́ fún. Bàbá Balógun aláàánà mú fún ìlú àlèmí ẹ̀sìn bá kíkẹ́ ṣe Balógun aláàánà mú mọ̀ jẹ́ dàgbègbè. Ọlọ́run tó dá mi yóò jẹ́ pẹ́ láyé. Bàbá wa Ọlọ́run kó jí ẹsẹ̀ mi gígùn bí Ànábì Ṣuaibu, kó jí ẹ láàlàáfíà bí ti Músá. Bàbá yóò sì jí ẹ láti bọ̀tán bí ti Muhammad. Ọlọ́run yóò jí ẹ láti bọ̀tán àtàlẹ́dálẹ́. Nítorí igbó ń ṣe láti tó ọmọ mi iná tú. Ẹ̀rí gbówèrè àti bọ̀tán lànàbí ń jà. Èmi ò rí tẹ́rù lè ní àfikún lálẹ́. Balógun aláàánà mú wọ́n bá mi sàmì ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run yóò jí ẹ láti bọ̀tán àtàlẹ́dálẹ́. Mo wá bọ́ sórí àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀, àwọn aṣọ́gbóra nílé ní gbogbo wọn. àsọ̀gbóra ẹ̀míyà ní gbogbo wọn àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ wa ní ìlú Àlìmí àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí ní gbogbo wọn àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí ní gbogbo wọn àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí ní gbogbo wọn àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ wa ní ìlú Àlìmí àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí yé pòfẹ́sọ̀ Nàmbàlí nínú ẹ̀ ló wà o àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí ní gbogbo wọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ Nàmbàlí ọlọ́mọtẹ̀yìn ní o àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí pòfẹ́sọ̀ Tálíbà Ngèrí nínú ẹ̀ ló wà o àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí ní gbogbo wọn Tálíbà Ngèrí kẹ́mọ́dà gbẹ́gbẹ́ àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí Tálíbà ọba tó gbé yín ga kó mọ́rẹ̀ yín lẹ̀ àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí pòfẹ́sọ̀ Abíọ́dún Sàlímọ́nù àsọ̀gbóra Àlìmí ọlọ́run kó mọ́ dàmú rẹ̀ mẹ́ríyá ẹlẹ́sọ̀ mọ́ríyá mọ̀ ní bá mi sàmì ẹ̀ ayé ọ̀nà rẹ̀ kù máa ṣe tí ó rújú mọ́ríyá ọlọ́mọ́jọ́ ní kú ọmọ tó fẹ̀mí tẹ̀ ọlọ́mọ́jọ́ ní kú ọkọ̀ tó jòkó tì gbogbo ń tọ́lá bù wọn kó jẹ́ àbùdó rẹ̀ ọlọ́run kó máa dàmú rẹ̀ mọ́ríyá ọlọ́run kó máa dàmú rẹ̀ yẹ ọlọ́run kó máa dàmú rẹ̀ mọ́ríyá ọlọ́run kó máa dàmú rẹ̀ ọjọ́ ti lọ àwọn oníwọ́kà àmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nara tán àwọn kò sáyè tàbí nara tán gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó yẹ ká kí la kí ọjọ́ ti lọ wọ́n wà gba máìkì nísìn èsì fẹ́ kí wọ́n gba máìkì lọ́wọ́ mi gbogbo àtàwọn bá dé bí làámọ̀ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́wọ́ bá lùdọ́ ní ẹ̀sìn náà ń kígbe ṣe bàbá kí ẹmíà á kí wọn pẹ̀lú sùúrù àmọ́ lọ́dún yìí ń kí ẹmíà àmúhùn fẹ́ kí wọn ti lé ìyá wọn ni alájà hùn mọ́ ti jẹ́ àìṣàtù ọlọ́run kẹ́wọ̀n gẹ̀wọ̀n láàlì kìyàmọ́ ọlọ́run tó forí ìjì wọn láàlì kìyàmọ́ ọmọlẹ̀ èèyàn nábì ọjẹ́ wọn jẹ́ ìṣẹ́jú kan torí ọlọ́run ẹ̀wọ̀n gbọ́ mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ìyá wa Màmá Àìṣàtù láàrin ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́rin kò ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ bóò ni wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ ọmọ ọba bóò wọ́n ti jábùrú ọba bóò wọ́n ti jẹ́ ìyá ọba bóò wọ́n ti wá jẹ́ aya ọba Màmá Àìṣàtù ìyọba wa ǹjẹ́ o ti ẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé àkàndá èèyàn ni mútákàndá rẹ̀ wákọ̀tàn ìyá ọba àkàndá tí mo wí ìtafọ́jú kọ́ ìyá ọ̀wọ́ lápàrọ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ fa abirùn kọ́ni ìyá wákọ̀tàn ìyá ọba Màmá Àìṣàtù ìyọba wa ǹjẹ́ o ti ẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé àkàndá èèyàn ni ìyá ní mútákàndá rẹ̀ wákọ̀tàn ìyá ọba àkàndá tí mo wí ìtafọ́jú kọ́ ìyá ọ̀rọ̀ lápàrọ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ fa abirùn kọ́ni ìyá wákọ̀tàn ìyá ọba Màmá Àìṣàtù ìyọba ni Màmá Àìṣàtù ọmọba ni Màmá Àìṣàtù àbúrò ọba Màmá Àìṣàtù aya ọba ni màá sọ bó ṣe jẹ́ lẹ́sọ̀lẹ́sọ̀ ni mútákàndá rẹ̀ wákọ̀tàn ìyá ọba Abduquadri ọba àjẹrin ṣe báwọn náà bí Màmá Àìṣà ló wá fa sábàbí tó fi dọ̀ọ̀mọ́ ọba ẹ̀gígbé ṣe tí ìjẹ́ ládàáni bàbá alápòhùn kọ́ ọ̀lọ́njí ó pẹ́ àwọn lọ́ba wákà tí wọ́n jẹ́ ní Àlìmí láwálẹ̀ Àlìmí náà ni wọ́n wé èmi kọ́ lọ́ba wákà ó ẹ̀dá kò sórí ọlọ́run ọba lówù ló sọ fún mi èmi lọ́ba lówù àtàndá ní ìta àmọ́dù àfijù oníwákàtà àwọn ayé fẹ́ gbọ́
ẹ̀rọ sọ pé Allahu Akbar tọ́bọ̀ sọ pé gbogbo bí ẹ bá ti rọ́mọ̀ lórin ẹ sáré jà fà lára rẹ̀ bí ó ti mọ̀ ní yóò mọ̀ in tí wọ́n ń pè ní àmánátù ìlmíyà òun ni tẹ́rí tí ọba lóhùn sáré sí òun ọba lóhùn àmọ́ láàrin àwọn ọ̀dọ́ gbé sọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó ní láago ìbàdílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé gbogbo ẹni ọba ti wárú ìjòkó ẹ̀sìn nínú tá a máa di àmúrí rẹ̀ wá òun ni wípé ní ó ṣe sàárà èmi náà ṣe sàárà